As we're nearing the end of 2025, I wonder, do you feel that you and your team have the right skills to be ready for 2026 and beyond? I wonder. It's interesting. I read a story recently on the ABC News website, and this was a story about another newsroom, ACM, Australian Community Media, who are now using AI to assist their journalists in writing their stories and editing their stories and checking them for legal issues and so on. And the headline of the news article says, staff in regional ACM newsrooms are concerned about the rollout of this generative AI model. And there's this one story quoted about a journalist who'd used Google Gemini to help write an article in AI, and then reviewed it and found that there were some factual mistakes in it. And the ABC story says, quotes somebody else, who's her union representative actually, and said that journalist caught it by doing fact-checking, but had they not, it obviously would have been a disaster. And I was reading that and going, journalists did fact-checking. Isn't that their job? That's what they're supposed to do. Whether we're talking about AI-generated content, or they interview somebody on the street, or they interview a politician, surely part of their job is to do fact-checking. It's a basic part of journalism and applies just as much to AI as it does to any other information that you receive. It should be just part of the automatic response to any information a journalist gets is to fact-check it. And I would guess that this journalist would have fact-checked a human, but they should have also fact-checked AI. So the problem is not with the journalist. The problem is with the outrage about, oh, this journalist only found it by fact-checking. And I also think the problem is that the ABC's report was about the concern of people using AI. The headline was, staff in regional ACM newsrooms concerned about the role of generative AI. Maybe it should have been, staff in regional ACM newsrooms haven't been properly educated about how to use AI, its strengths and limitations. It's not as much a sexy story as the one to say that the staff are worried that AI is going to take their jobs, which was part of the story, but it's the truth. The problem is that staff in this newsroom and employees in teams all around the world don't really know, haven't been educated in what skills they need. And we're not just talking about AI, we're talking about skills for the future. There are a number of areas that people are in roles now where they were very fit for purpose in those roles in the past, but possibly not so much for the future. And that's why it's up to all of us, especially leaders and managers, to educate and provide appropriate professional development so we develop these skills for the future. If you'd like to know more about this for yourself or for your team, come along to my free online presentation soon, where I'll talk about future-ready skills for 2026, but also beyond. It is free, it's public, it's open to everybody. You'll find the link to register here, and I'm sure you'll get value from it. I'll see you in the future.